Hey friends, and welcome back to my art studio. So a couple weeks ago I did the 6 fan arts for myself where I painted on these wooden circles, 6 fan arts. Here's an example. I did Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I told you guys to comment down below and tell me your fan arts so that I could paint on the other side of these circles. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So you're probably wondering what this is doing here. Well, there was just so many comments. I thought that we could just write all the comments on here and then I'll spin it. And that way I'm not just like picking and choosing which one of your fan arts to do. The wheel gets to choose, which I thought would be really fun. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so the first comment is from Anna, and it says, can you please do SpongeBob? So let's put SpongeBob. I think SpongeBob should be on the yellow, so. The next one is from Izuku. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but I'll put the comments on the screen. Says, can you do Marionette from Miraculous Ladybug? I do know this cartoon. I've never like watched it, but I see a lot of people drawing it. So we'll put that one just right next to it. Okay. Oh, and the next one, Julia said that I should do Coraline. Love that. So we'll do Coraline right here. I would love to do Coraline. My sister commented Elsa and Tinkerbell. So should I put both of them on here? I know she would love Tinkerbell. And we'll just put Elsa right here. This person said, can I do Lilo and Stitch or Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon? So let's do Toothless right here. And, well, she said Lilo and Stitch. So do I just like paint both of them on a circle? Lilo and Stitch. Alright, we only have space for one more. And it is Courage the Cowardly Dog from Cat. So actually that's pretty much all the comments that I see anyways. So I don't see anything else. Some of them didn't have specific characters. Like someone commented Onward, but they didn't say which character. And someone commented Toy Story, but they didn't say like which character. So like I didn't know what to put on the wheel anyway. Okay, so let's see what we get first. Coraline! Okay, let's go paint Coraline.
I decided to paint Coraline on the back of Mavis from Hotel Transylvania. You got a little sneak peek of that. If you want to see the first video where I painted my 6 fan arts, I will link it in the cards and in the description below. I was really excited to get Coraline. I really love this movie and I always just forget about it. Like I've seen it a couple of times when it first came out and I really enjoyed it, and then I just kind of forgot about it. And so I was really happy that someone commented this and that I was able to paint it, because I just always forget about this movie and it's so fantastic and good. I also had to fight myself because I wanted to do the button eyes, but I just decided against that. I don't know. I thought a black background would just look nice and help like the yellow pop and the blue. I don't know, I just feel like black was a good background color for her. Probably mainly because like this movie is kind of dark if you think about it. But yeah. Also, this yellow was just so transparent. I had to go over it a couple times for it to be like super solid with the black background, which kind of sucked, but I mean, it turned out okay. You just have to put a lot of layers to it. I know I say this every single time, but paintings always look weird. At some stages, you just have to keep adding layers and layers. Like, the more layers I put on the jacket, it looked better. And, like, her face looks kind of weird right now, but whenever we add the face details, it'll look fine. So just, always just keep going, keep putting layers, and just keep messing with it until it looks like how you want it. Don't just give up because it starts looking wonky. I think there's always just a wonky stage of every painting. Her mouth is kind of weird shaped, just like crooked and like also really skinny, and it was like kind of hard to get right, but I think I got it pretty close. But I just never like realized how oddly shaped it was until I was like trying to do it myself, but I still really like it. And then it was time for the black outline, which always brings everything together so nicely. And this is how she turned out. I really like it.
Alright, so let's see what we get next. Toothless from How You Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon. Let's paint Toothless.
Okay, so I decided to paint Toothless on the back of Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I decided to give him a green background. I don't really know why, I just wanted a color to pop in the back. Also with these, I try to do kind of like an ombre with all of the backgrounds, like so. I also did transfers on all of these images. I didn't show you with Coraline because the background was black and you could barely see it, but how you do a transfer is you print out an image just like this, and you color the background with a pencil, and then you put it onto the painting and trace it, and then the pencil that you colored on the background will transfer onto it wherever you push down really hard, and then you just have like a really nice sketch. I use this a lot when doing fan art because it just gives you the proportions and like just a nice little outline to follow. Some people think that it's like tracing and that it's kind of like cheating. I do not feel that way because it never turns out exactly. Like even though I start out with this like nice outline of the character, it never looks exactly like the character. It still looks like I drew it. It still has like my own little twist on it. It never looks exactly like how the cartoon actually is. So I don't feel like it's cheating or tracing. I feel like if it was, then it would look exactly like the character, and it would look like I basically like printed it and just pasted it onto the thing, and it never looks like that. It always looks like I did like hand make it. I have seen this movie, and I haven't seen the last one. I know like a last one came out. I think I've seen the first two and that's it, and I did really enjoy these movies. They're very cute. And this is how he turned out. I think that he looks so cute. I'm pretty happy with it.
Alright, let's see what's next. Elsa! My sister will be really happy about that. And I painted Anna on one of the circles so I can paint Elsa on the other side of it. That's great. So let's paint Elsa.
I did put Elsa on the back of Anna, and I decided to use this picture of her from Frozen 2. Frozen 2 is my favorite movie. I like Frozen 2 a lot more than Frozen 1. Me and my sister are obsessed with Frozen. We have this thing where like I'm Anna and she's Elsa. She has blonde hair, I have red hair. And honestly, I act more like Anna and she acts more like Elsa. But yeah, so this is just like really, I was really happy for it to land on Elsa so that I could do it on the other side of Anna, and it could just be like a cute thing since me and my sister love Frozen so much. So I was really happy with that. With Elsa's hair, I know like in the movie it's a lot more like white blonde, but because I did the background like this white to blue ombre, it wasn't showing up good, so I made it a little bit more yellow. I don't think that it matters that much. Like at the end, I don't think it matters that much. Also, her shirt is a little bit more purpley blue than like blue, so I had to make that color, but I think I matched it pretty dang well if you ask me. On the characters like this, I feel like the hardest part is like their eyes, because like their facial features are like the most prominent thing about their character. And so like getting the eyes right, like her eyes are really big and blue, and she has like these like very ridiculous eyelashes. And so getting all of that right was really scary, but the more I messed with it and went over it, the better it got. So again, just remember, the more layers you put and the more you mess with it, the better it will look. Like right now, it just looks kind of scary and weird, but a black outline and more details always make things look better. So just keep messing with it. Never give up. If you haven't seen Frozen 2, I highly recommend watching it. A lot of people didn't like Frozen 1, thought it was annoying, whatever. I did like Frozen 1, but Frozen 2 is so much better than Frozen 1. I highly recommend watching that. I decided to add the little triangle things from Frozen 2 around her because the background was just looking pretty bland. And yeah, this is how she turned out. It's not like the best Frozen fan art I've ever done, but I am pretty happy with it.
Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, we already got Toothless. Alright, let's see what's, like, we gotta spin again. We already got Coraline. We already got Coraline. SpongeBob! I'm really happy that we landed on SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. So let's paint SpongeBob.
Okay, so I decided to do SpongeBob on the back of the Rugrats one, and I tried to do his background more like the actual background of the photo I printed. So I did like this blue ombre, and then I tried to do like the little flowered background. Actually, I'm happy with how that turned out. I think that it looks really cute. And then it was time to paint SpongeBob. I did transfer these images like I said before, and I was really excited to paint SpongeBob. SpongeBob was a huge part of my childhood. I almost did SpongeBob in my 6 fan arts because I love him so much. He was on the list, he just didn't make the cut. So whenever I got to paint him this time, I was really excited, and I actually didn't think it would be that hard or that I would have a problem with it because I have done SpongeBob fan art before and it turned out good. I did a create this book video where I did a SpongeBob page, and he turned out really good, and so I just had a lot of confidence going into this. And honestly, I don't know if I didn't put enough layers or what, but I am not that happy with how this turned out. It looks really wonky in my opinion, but maybe it's not as bad as I think. You have to let me know. No hard feelings if it is as bad as I think, because I'm not the biggest fan of how it turned out. I thought maybe when I added the black outline that everything would just come together and it wasn't as wonky as I was thinking, but unfortunately adding the black outline just reassured me that it looks pretty not that great. So yeah, this is how he turned out, and it's interesting.
Alright, let's see what's next. We already painted it. Lilo and Stitch. So I guess I'll paint both of them on one circle. We'll see how it works out. Let's paint it.
Alright, so I decided to do Lilo and Stitch on the back of the Care Bears. And I decided to do their background yellow. Okay, so at first I wasn't sure exactly how to do this because in my head I was just supposed to do like one character per circle, but then I found this image of Lilo and Stitch kind of hugging, and I thought it was so cute and that it would work out perfectly. So yeah, I'm glad that I found this picture because I think it's adorable and I really love how it turned out. Like, I love like how I was able to fit it onto the circle. Love it. I love doing fan art of Stitch. He's one of my favorites, and I feel like he always turns out pretty decent. Like, he's just a pretty decent character to do fan art of. I feel like he always turns out like pretty close to the actual thing. Like, some characters not so much, but with Stitch definitely. With Lilo, of course, like with her facial features and stuff, sometimes I have trouble with getting like humans' facial features perfect. So she does look a little off, but I think you can definitely tell who they are, and I think that they're super cute. I think I love how they turned out. So yeah.
Okay, last but not least, who's gonna get it? Oh, we already got Toothless. Oh, it landed on Toothless again. It's like holding it on this side. So we already got Lilo and Stitch. We already got Elsa. What are the options that are left? We got Elsa and SpongeBob. And Lilo and Stitch. And Toothless. And Coraline. So the only ones left are Marionette from Ladybug, Tinkerbell, or Courage the Cowardly Dog. So let's see if it can land on one of those. Come on. Oh, it landed on Ladybug. So let's paint her.
So for her background, I wanted to make it as close to the image I found of her as possible. So I did this like ombre flower power type of thing in the background. I really like how that turned out. I'm glad that I did that. For this cartoon, I actually don't know that much about this cartoon. I just see a lot of people doing fan art of it and a lot of people liking it online, but I have not actually like watched it or anything, but it does look really pretty, so I think that's one of the reasons that everyone likes to draw it, because I do like her outfit and stuff, but maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. Is it like a kids show or is it like an anybody show? Let me know down in the comments. It doesn't really matter. I can check it out in either way. But drawing her was really fun. Her outfit was just really fun to me. And her hair, so her hair is like blue, but I decided to paint it black and then just put blue like detailed highlights in it so that it would just kind of resemble the picture. It was hard for me to get that like ratio of that light blue hitting her hair. I don't know. I think I did an okay job though. And then with her outfit, it was easy color matching, but I just really enjoyed like adding the polka dots, and her arm kind of got cut off in the print, so I kind of had to like imagine what it would look like. So if that's not what it actually looks like, that's why I kind of just winged it so that we could see the rest of her arm and stuff. And then her little thing that she throws, it's like a little, I have no idea what it is, but anyways, it matches her outfit and her mask. And I don't know, I had a lot of fun like adding the polka dots and like doing this character, and it made me want to look into it a little bit more because I did have fun drawing her. And yeah, this is how she turned out. I really think that it turned out good, but you can let me know what you think down in the comments. So this is how all 6 of your fan arts turned out. I hope I did your characters justice. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about it. And honestly, I was thinking that if any of you guys want the fan art that I painted for you, I could mail it to you. If you're interested in that, just comment down below and let me know.
Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I had so much fun today. This was a blast to me. I absolutely loved it. I would actually love to do this again if you're interested. If you're not, that's totally fine. But if you are interested in me doing another fan art video, I'm totally open to it. So just let me know down in the comments and maybe we'll work something out. I also just really like doing stuff with this wheel that makes things just a little bit more interesting, you know? So yeah, I post videos every single week, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Oh, I fought so hard for you.